Good morning, everyone. I'm Kim, and welcome to my studio. So excited to have you back again today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So, today I actually have a theme for today's painting, and it's called Going with the Flow. And I have learned, especially recently, that we all have goals and things that we dream of that we want to accomplish, but we have a tendency to hold on tight and grip the idea of what that goal or dream needs to look like. We put these blinders on, right? And we say, this is what it needs to look like. That's it. That's the end all be all. Every detail, every nuance, every nook and cranny, this is what it must look like. The problem is, as grand as our imaginations are, and we have some really good imaginations out there, they will never be as vast as what the universe can provide. So, if you hold on to your idea with such tightness, with claws dug in, that insist it must come and look this way, you're going to have blinders on and miss all the opportunities that are coming by you that will give you not only what you want, but something greater than what you want. I mean, think about all the people who have had major success stories, and when they're interviewed, the common thread through all those interviews is, I never imagined it could be this big or this grand or look this way. Okay? So we have to remember that we have a goal, but instead of holding on with claws tight, open up and be open and available to the opportunities that are going to come to us. When you get inspired action, when there's a thought that goes, I should do that, go do it. It's called inspired action. Go do it. Follow the flow. Follow that flow. Go with the flow. Take that inspired action. It will lead you to another, which will lead you to another, and it'll bring you to a destination that you never dreamed possible. Okay? So that's what today's theme is. It's going with the flow. So with that theme in mind, we're going to attempt, now I've never done this before, so this is still all very experimental for me. I'm going to attempt what's called a traveling funnel. So the idea is I have a 11 by 14 canvas, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually mark off part of it. So it's going to be black on one side, white on the other. I'm going to take my funnel, I'm going to load the paint in the funnel, and then slowly have it kind of travel and up between the lines where the black and the white meet, and have kind of this flow. And then I'm going to try and manipulate it and kind of make some designs with it, see what happens, and see what it looks like. I don't know how it's going to go. We're going to see what happens. So I'm going to be using craft paint, so I don't know, pigment wise, it's probably not going to be the brightest and most vibrant thing in the world, because craft paint just doesn't have that kind of vibrancy in its pigments. But it's what I have right now, so that's what I'm going to try with. I have some magenta from Acrylic. It's from the dollar store. So I got some magenta and some black and some white. And then I also have a tropical blue. I have a bright yellow, and I also have kind of this teal color. So, and I also have silver from Arteza. So that's what we're going to be using today for our colors. I have no idea how it's going to come out, but let's go for it anyway, right? Because it's Sunday, it's fun day. Let's just have and go with the flow. With all that said, let's get started. So I got my sticks, I got my gloves, so I guess I should probably put those on. I've got my canvas on thumbtacks, so it's off the table, so when it starts to drip, it doesn't accumulate onto the bottom. Plus I have the back taped off, which I've been really bad about doing. And so I'm even trying to be better about that so I don't get paint all over the back of the canvas, and then if you want to just hang the canvas up, you don't have to frame it. These things have seen better days, huh? Think I did a lot of green. Okay, so I need a sturdy stick, and actually I think I'm gonna do the black first. So the idea is I'm gonna do it kind of like, not fully in half, but kind of like this part of it. I actually might do it a little bit higher because I think I might have a little bit more black than white, but we're gonna try and see what happens. Okay, let's take a look-see at this. I'm gonna get a little bit closer here. Wow. Oh, wait, that's actually pretty darn cool. I mean, considering it's craft paint, I know it's not the most vibrant thing, and the camera probably makes it more vibrant than what it truly is, but that's pretty darn cool. Let me go up a little bit here. So it's not it's not at all what I had originally planned. The funnel opened up way too fast, which tells me my paints were probably way too thin. Or look at that, look at the center, look at that. And that's probably from the dish soap that I put in it. So I got some kind of cell stuff. You know, it's kind of cool. And then the markings, those came out really well. I'll see if they dry. Hopefully they keep. I don't know if they will or not when it dries, but one can hope, I guess, right? But it actually, considering the fact that this is called going with the flow, I think that's pretty good going with the flow, right? Just going with it. And that opening center here, this part, is kind of calling for a stencil, I'm not gonna lie. I may just have to do one. We'll just have to see. So we're gonna let it dry, and then when it's dry, I will show you the finished results. So that's it. Now it's probably over there. There it is. It's probably gonna take a good week and a half to 2 weeks to finally dry, so I can show you a dried result. So in about 2 weeks, I'll show you a dried result. The only thing I probably will do to it, I was thinking I might do a stencil, but the cell formation in the center is looking really interesting. So depending on how it dries, I may just try and enhance that center cell section. I'm not really sure yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But other than that, I kind of like it. And this is the first time I don't want to try and change something on it. So I want to do it, but I'm like, no, I got to try and stay simple. Let's go with simple, right? Simplicity. So that's what I'm trying to do, is stay simple. That's not easy for me. So I'm going to upload this now, and then I will do a quick little recap video once this is dried, and whether or not I did any kind of embellishing to it or whatever. So I'll see you in about 2 weeks. Thanks so much for joining me on this, and remember, go with the flow. Have a great day. Bye.